What's up, everyone? I know we're all dying for more Street Fighter 6 news. At least I know I am. And that's what this video is going to be all about. We're going to talk about the upcoming events, some rumors, and before we start, I should warn you guys right away that the only official information that we have from Capcom is to expect more news in the summer of 2022. That's it. So if you guys don't care about rumors or leaks or theory and all of that, then you guys can bounce and I won't waste any of your time. But before you bounce, make sure you subscribe because when there is news, it's going to be here right away. So let's start things off by talking about all the big events coming up this summer where Capcom will most likely give us a Street Fighter 6 update. It pretty much narrows down to 4 big events. The first and most likely is the Summer Game Fest, which is right around the corner, thank goodness. Now, normally I would say E3 would be that big event, but no, it's canceled this year. E3 is pretty much dead. Summer Game Fest is going to be taken over. They're pretty much going to be the new E3 anyways. It's going to be just as big, and it's hosted by Jeff Keighley, in case you guys don't know. This would honestly be the best event for Capcom to show off any of their new games in general, so it's going to have the most amount of eyeballs around the world. I mean, this is going to be the biggest gaming event this summer, so it's a no-brainer for Capcom. And hopefully, Resident Evil fans won't be salty this time if we just get a Street Fighter 6 announcement. Hopefully, we'll get Resident Evil news soon, but come on, guys. You guys played yourselves. They would announce it during Capcom Cup. You guys should have known. But anyways, now that I mentioned this, before when Street Fighter 6 first got announced, I did a lot of, crazy digging for information. I was super hyped. But I did find out that the Summer Game Fest, they retweeted that Capcom announced Street Fighter 6, like a lot of people did. But then they did this fishy double post where they said, expect more news or more news coming this summer 2022. And I know that's what Capcom said, but I just find it a little strange that they did 2 posts on it. I know I'm reaching here, but it seems likely that they know that there's going to be more information at the Summer Game Fest because they're advertising that too. Summer Game Fest, the main event, officially starts on June 9th at 11 a.m. PST, so mark your calendars. Now, the next big event coming up this summer, of course, is EVO. Evolution is the biggest fighting game turn of the year. There's going to be tons of fighting game fans watching and, of course, playing. And it is a Sony event after all. But personally, I don't think we're going to hear the big update from Capcom at EVO. Of course, I think we're going to get some Street Fighter 6 news regardless if they already reveal it by then. Like, a character trailer. Of course, EVO is a great event. It has a big history of Capcom reveals there. But I don't think this will be the first one. Even though EVO is huge, it's not like Summer Game Fest E3 huge, you know what I mean? They're going to want everyone to know about Street Fighter 6. And EVO begins on August 5th, which I think is just a little too much quiet time here before we get an update. And there'll be too much spotlight on other games in between as well. So I don't think EVO will be the event. Alright, so the final 2 big events I want to mention in this video, which are technically part of the Summer Game Fest. This is the Sony State of Play and the Xbox Games Showcase. So let's talk about Sony first. The Sony State of Play was actually recently announced. And this is for June 2nd, and that would be awesome, man, because that's like next week. That'd be the earliest that we'd hear some more news for Street Fighter 6. And Sony even said that this event is basically going to showcase an update on their third-party support, which is what we want to hear, because that means Capcom. So this event would be a really good guess, and we already have people in the gaming industry strongly suspecting that Capcom will in fact reveal more Street Fighter 6 news at this event. We got the rumors already going around, so that's great. And honestly, it wouldn't even be a big surprise because Capcom has always had a good relationship with Sony in general. They usually do big reveals at Sony shows. And Street Fighter V was first revealed at a Sony event. Well, technically, unless you don't, you count the leak on YouTube from Sony. Unfortunately, though, this event is only going to be 30 minutes long. It's going to be really, really short. So if we do hear something from Street Fighter 6, it's going to be like part of some highlight reel or something at the end of the show. But dude, I am desperate for anything at this point. Once again, the Sony State of Play will be on June 2nd at 3 p.m. PST. Finally, the last big event that's part of the Summer Game Fest schedule is the Xbox/Bethesda Games Showcase. So this will be on June 12th at 10 a.m. PST. And although it is probably the least likely event that we'll see Capcom show off their games, I mean, we're desperate, right? This will be the last chance we have for Summer Game Fest. Now, of course, we have more rumors from people in the gaming industry that Capcom is going to have their own showcase on June 13th, but this is not written anywhere. This post is actually really sketchy. There's even a schedule. There's way too many games on the lineup, and I don't think Capcom would even be able to afford their own showcase during a Summer Game event like that. So I don't find that likely at all, so take that with a grain of salt. But besides those big events and those rumors I just mentioned, you guys haven't been missing out on much, honestly. Except for a bunch of really whack, low-effort leaks that are not even worth mentioning that kept us busy for a while at the beginning. But besides that, guys, the big question is, when we finally do get that juicy update, are we finally going to see some gameplay footage, man? I know it's only been a few months, but I'm jonesing for it. I can't wait to see how this game is going to play, how it looks, even the HUD, man. I think the safest bet, like the worst case scenario, is we're going to get a character reveal trailer. Dude, we still haven't seen a single female character yet for Street Fighter 6. It'll most likely be Chun-Li will be the first character reveal. That's a safe bet. Maybe a new character. I can't wait to see what Cammy looks like. We're going to finally find out if she's wearing pants. I can't wait to break down like a 15-second gameplay trailer and do 20 breakdown videos on it. It's going to be super hype. And speaking of hype, guys, I think now is the best time to officially announce the VesperArcade Discord channel community is going to be open up to the public. So come hang out with us, guys. Join the Discord channel. It's going to be really laid back. I'm going to be there every single day. So if you guys want to chat with us, or maybe you guys are looking for some friendly advice, don't worry if you're a beginner. Don't be shy. It's going to be really chilled. We're going to even have some tech channels, and of course with the upcoming Street Fighter 6 news, it's going to be really exciting, so get in there now. The link will be in the video description, and it will be probably in a pinned comment that I'll leave for you guys. So help us grow and join our Discord channel. You know, now that I think about it, we still have some really big basic questions that need to be answered for Street Fighter 6, like which platforms is this game going to be for? You know, a lot of people are thinking this might be another Sony exclusive with PC, but it's very unlikely. I'd say it's like a 90% chance it's going to be on all platforms. One, the RE engine was made specifically for last gen and next gen flexibility, and the other is, you know, Capcom is not in that financial situation anymore. They're on the up, and that's why they made that deal with Sony in the first place. Sony would have to give them a boatload of cash, and they would have announced it that it's a Sony exclusive by now for sure. There's no reason for them to wait all the way up into the State of Play event. They would want people to know and buy consoles as soon as possible. So I just don't think there's any chance at all. I personally can't wait for the interviews, man. I love reading the interviews. I want to know who's behind this team finally. That's driving me crazy. Is there going to be a logo change? I guess we'll find that out right away too. And what the heck is the release date going to be? It's most likely not going to be anything past March because of just how the Capcom Cup season is going to run. But man, there's just so many questions that need to be answered, and hopefully it will be next month. So when Capcom finally does give us an update, hopefully it's not just news about more news, and I'll keep you guys posted. So you guys are all finally caught up, man. Really exciting. Let me know what your guys' guess on which event it's going to be and what they're going to reveal, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, guys. Take it easy. Have a great long weekend. Take care.